Da-da-ba-ba. There we go, Souk. We're on. We're on. It's a Wednesday night. Look at us on a Wednesday night, huh?
A Wednesday night, and it's feeling right. It's back to the old school. It's back to the old haunt where we met up and the chaos ensued in both of our houses. Scotty, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day, my late Valentine.
Wait, Souk, didn't we do that last week? Did we do Valentine's?
Forget about it. I don't know. It's been a minute. So
we celebrated Valentine's last week. Everybody loading up. We didn't talk about the Super Bowl. You and I are both leaving this week for our respective trips. This is show number 277.
77, I believe. Yes,
since the start of the pandemic, and we are just all over the place now. Souk, we have an amazing show this evening.
A big show, not
it's a huge
show.
No, it's huge. Show. It's huge. Listen, we have actors, we have performers, we have entertainers, we have Academy Award winners. But more importantly, I just saw Leo go by, so his testicles seem to be okay now after the spade and neutering. He seems to be walking fine.
He doesn't have,
he seems to be walking very well. And basically, listen, tonight we not only have an amazing actress in Lisa Ann Walter, who, by the way, you look at her body of work. You're talking Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, for God's sake, Shall We Dance with Richard Gere and J-Lo. We're going to talk to her about all that. She's got a new show on ABC called Abbot Elementary with our girl, Cheryl Lee Ralph.
I love Abbot Elementary. I've seen the series.
Cheryl Lee Ralph is on with her. Do you remember she came in the morning show? We were singing with Cheryl Lee.
The original Dream Girl.
I got the clip for you, Souk. We're gonna go back in time a little bit. We were singing what she was singing. Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow, I think. We did the test with her on the Broadway songs.
Oh, we did.
And then she had me as her guest at Wicked with the family, and we were backstage. What a great girl.
She was the hostess with the mostest, yes.
But she's with Lisa Ann. Yes, she's one of the stars of that show. It's called Abbott Elementary, and it's on ABC. And, of course, later on, Baylee Littrell is coming up, the son of Brian Latrell from the Backstreet Boys. There goes Leo. Leo's walking around.
Oh, is he walking around?
Souk, Baylee Littrell has he looks like his father. He's got an amazing voice. The kid's been doing it since he's 3 years old. Get Leo up there before we start.
I'm trying to. He's
running away.
Yeah, he's right here.
Listen,
get the show on the road, and we'll get.
Should we start it? Do I need to start? I was having so much fun. I almost forgot to start the show. All right, Souk, here we go. Official start of the show. Let's rock and roll, baby.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, the Seven of Hearts. Exactly.
What she said.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu. Is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
We love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Ah, yes, Souk. There's Leo. Leo, come here, buddy. How you doing, pal? Look at him. He's all pissed off. You snipped his testes.
He's pissed off. He's like, get off me.
Yeah. He doesn't want anything.
Do you know there's a thing called, somebody called it the Zoomies. Have you ever heard about this? Where
the Zoomies?
They run around the house like crazy people. Like, all of a sudden something's, it's not even a spook.
They're just freaking out. Yeah, they're freaking out. I thought the Zoomies was something I caught in college one time after I slept with a
You
girl.
probably did.
Anyway, Souk, listen, the reason why we're on at 7:30 here on the East tonight is because, normally we do one in the afternoon and then we replay the show at night here on the old Facebook. I spend half my day in the friggin' passport agency, trying to get a passport for my daughter for tomorrow, and got it done. But boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, the system, it's an ugly system. It's like being at the DMV, Souk, except you got to stand in line to get frisked every time. It's insane.
I mean, I've actually been to that exact office because I've also been in the same position that you are, where something is expired and you're like, what are we going to do? So you shell out the shekels.
Oh, dude, 195.
And you stand in line.
Yeah, 195.
And you keep your fingers crossed.
That's it. And they tell you to come back at 1 o'clock to pick up the passport. They tell you to come back at 1. They don't start calling the names until 2, Souk. So
2 or 3,
you're sitting there like a dog, and they just start shouting out names. And oddly enough, usually I'd be the last person sitting there. I was number 3. They called my name. I jumped up like I just won the lottery, and I grabbed the passport and I ran out.
You're checking to make sure everything is correct. You're like,
yeah. And it's just insane. And the other thing I just wanted to let you know about, Souk, I was up in your area again also, and I was so thirsty. I pulled through a McDonald's to get an iced tea. What do I see on the? Now I'm a fan of Mickey D's, not now, but I used to dabble in fillet of fish once in a while, maybe fillet of fish. Maybe you go a little quarter pounder with cheese,
pounder.
Maybe the chicken sandwich, right? Now, for a limited time only, Suki, they've got this little gizmo going right here. What is that? It's called the Air, Land, and Sea Sandwich, where they put one of each in there.
No, I can't do that.
You got the chicken, you got the fillet of fish in between 2 burgers. Suki, I thought, then I find out that they don't give it to you that way. See how it says make it yourself?
Yeah, you got to make it your way.
It's a suggestion. So you have to buy the fillet of fish, you have to buy the chicken, and then you got to buy the Big Mac and put it together yourself, and then proceed to regurgitate it 5 minutes later, and you get to go. But it's all good.
Let me tell you, my kids, I think there's a rite of passage. Like, kids just love McDonald's. Like, love it. Like, that's a treat.
It's phenomenal.
After practice, my son's like, can I have one? My daughter's like, I need a McFlurry. Like, she's like, I need a McFlurry. Yeah.
Listen, those frauds over on the West Coast, they go In-N-Out Burger, but
In-N-Out Burger, they're very healthy over there.
Nothing like
we don't need that fraud stuff. Just give us the real artery clogging crap. We want that.
Listen, last show before you and I amscray for a little vacation. You're heading down to Puerto Rico. I'm going this way over to Barcelona for a week.
We're going to Spanish-speaking countries. Should I give you some pointers? Pointers?
Can you give me some pijamas? I'm gonna say pijamas. Pijamas. I would love the pijamas at the front desk. I'm bringing my phone. It does the translation for you.
Oh my God, I forgot that. Yes, now you could do all the translations. That's so sad.
Buenos dias, señorita. We are
muy
here.
Buenas. Hoy tienes su muy buenas.
Anyway,
noches.
Buenos noches. Sí. Listen, last show
just
of the week.
Just don't sound like Speedy Gonzalez, okay?
Hey, amigo. Sí, come here. Souk, amazing show. Lisa Ann Walter is here. Amazing actress, funny. She does it all. She produces, she acts, stand-up comedy. She's doing it all.
Stand-up, huge.
She's got a new show on ABC Tuesdays at 9 p.m. called Abbot Elementary. We're going to talk about that. We'll show some clips. We'll look. We'll listen. But here, listen. She's been in remember Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, where she played the twins. She was in Bruce Almighty. She's been in Shall We Dance? She's got books out. Best thing about my ass is that it's behind me is the name of her book. She was even in War of the Worlds, another movie that I love. I have to watch every time it comes on. But here's a little bit of Lisa Ann Walter. We'll bring her in on the other side, and then we will be off and running.
The characters.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at the cute career I've had.
Lisa and Walter, this is your life. Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
That moment with Lindsay, I get myself. I tear up. I'm like, I'm manipulating my own self. But moms always respond to that scene every time if I'm out and it's a mom that recognizes me. When they hear me talk, they recognize me from that. And they're like, oh, that scene where you know she's the other girl. And I'm like, I know. I made myself cry. There you go. That face. Right.
Oh, what a great movie, Lisa.
I ate a lot of pie while I was up in Napa.
So great. Yeah, not the worst place to shoot, right? Not bad.
Not at all. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Everybody in the cast was great. The girl who plays Meredith, Elaine Hendricks, she's not in that picture because she's the mean girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, she was the pretty blonde, right? She was the blonde.
Beautiful, and still is. She's Alexis Carrington on Dynasty now, and she's my best friend in the whole world.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing, Lisa. Lisa, you know, it was great. When I was looking for all your stuff today, every time I Googled and put in Lisa Ann, the porno star Lisa Ann came up. I had some kind of day today. This has been unbelievable.
Let me explain this to you, Scott, if I may.
Go
Number
ahead.
one, she is a short Sicilian, originally from Pennsylvania.
Wow.
And she decided at one point when I was doing, you know, my background was in acting, but then I did stand up a long time. I was headlining all over the country. That's what brought me to LA with like offers to create and star in sitcoms.
Yeah.
And the career went from there. But I go back to stand up here and there. I'm doing it now. I'm at the Laugh Factory. I was on Valentine's Day complaining about dating. I'll be there Saturday night, and I love it. But she was doing a little show where it was a stand-up show, but they had like porn people in it. And so she had Lisa Ann, and it was the same time my book came out, which was about women and self-esteem. The best thing about my ass is that it's behind me, and I don't have to look at it all the time. So people thought that they were like, well, we'd love to book her, but she's from the adult entertainment. That's not really what we do. And I had to beg her, please, if you're going to do stand-up, don't just use your last name. I know it's Italian and your family probably doesn't want, but just use your last name. But, you know, we've become like buddies on Twitter. Yeah, we're Twitter because guys kept writing me going, I'm a huge fan, but I see you have 4 kids. Are they okay with what you do? The other Lisa Ann, I'm a big fan of hers. I couldn't do what she does.
Right.
You know,
That's so funny. That's so
God
funny.
bless. She's a good girl. I like her.
Yeah, no, she's very popular, I might add.
Really
But
popular.
and while you mentioned it, here's the book right here. Best thing about my ass. It's behind.
Here's my butt. My poor mother, God rest her soul, she would always say to me, how come everything you do has to have ass in it? Because I created a show called Dance Your Ass Off.
Dance Your Ass
It was
Off.
a weight loss show. It was based on, I was asked to put on weight to do the movie Shall We Dance? And then afterwards I lost the weight by dance class 3 times a week. And my mother kept saying, why is everything you do is ass in it?
I love it.
No, I love it. So cute.
Listen, by the way, while we're on Dance Your Ass Off, this young lady right here,
I love her.
Marissa Winokur.
Love her, Marissa.
Funny thing with her is Marissa and my grandmother was married to her grandfather.
That's bizarre.
Isn't that wild? And my grandmother's it was like her third husband. My grandmother's last name was Winokur.
Yeah.
And they lived in Westchester, right next to Fred Gwynn's property, the guy who played Herman Munster.
Herman Munster, right.
And Jared, I've never met her. I always wanted to meet just to say what's that? I know we got it.
You gotta get her on. Have a little feeling.
We gotta get her on the show.
At the people that you had on the show in your opening clip, and I'm like, I know all these people. Simon, I did the Disney show with him for like a little recurring role. Of course, George Lopez, and all the comics you have on, all my East Coast connections. Like I knew everybody. I was like, what's like old home week?
Yeah, we've had. Oh, I bet you know all 600 guests we've had on in the last 2 years. You probably know them all.
I got around in the '80s, so. You know.
That's great. That's great. Well, listen, let's talk about.
I want to talk about Abbott Elementary.
Let's talk about Abbott.
So good.
Thank you. Are you watching the show, Suki?
Yes, I am, because I have kids. So I like to get the whole like feel of nostalgia and like, you know, just sitting around the TV and watching it. Now,
one episode a week. People are so
exactly not binging.
They like the show enough. And you know, our Quinta Brunson, who's the star of the show, and she created it based on her mother being a public school teacher in Philly. Oh, look, there's the girls. Cheryl Lee Ralph, who you were talking about. It's my best show.
Her.
And in the middle, Janelle James, who plays Principal Ava Coleman, is a hot mess of a chaos of a woman. And, you know, people, whether you're in public school or not, people know somebody like that who's all about themselves and self-aggrandizing their own career. And we're having a blast with the show. But she was so smart, Quinta, about making episodes so people want to follow what's going to happen with these characters next. And people are finding whole families, because every generation can watch it and enjoy it. Although it's not like, you know, Full House. It's not cloying. It's edgy.
Right.
It's really edgy.
And that's why I think my son and my daughter really like it, because it feels relevant and it doesn't feel sugary sweet. Like I've had to watch the Brady Bunch and try to do things like Gilligan's Island. They're not buying it. They're not there. They like it, but not really.
Right.
This they love. They buy it. It's relevant.
They got a mom who's a bit of a smart ass, right? So they're used to, you've trained them to know good comedy. So now you got to serve it up.
So Lisa, you know, you're I was reading how your mom was a public school teacher in DC, right? Now, did she kind of help you mold the second grade teacher character that you play?
Well, interestingly enough, this is where I'll get emotional. My mom taught when I was growing up downtown public school, and then right outside of DC for decades.
Okay.
She was a great teacher, and she's Sicilian. Our family's Sicilian, so that was the character that was handed to me, and I went, "Oh my God, I can throw in all my like jabroni. I can throw in all my little slang."
Such a jabroni.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, hey Tony, you're screwing. You're jadrool. I'm gonna have to bake
jadrool."
So, I mean, it was really fun to do that and to kind of channel my mom and her energy of being this very warm but strong presence with the kids. My mom had been dealing with a lot of health issues. I had her with me. I was taking care of her and being, you know, her caretaker, 24-hour nursing care throughout the pandemic here and there. We shot the pilot, and I had a thing. We're very, Sicilians will know this, we're very superstitious. And I would never tell my mother about any job that I did until it was like literally, I'm on TV tonight, Ma. You might want to turn on Grey's Anatomy.
Too many questions.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell her. So she got sick, and she had a heart thing that she had been taking for years. She was in congestive heart failure. She went into the hospital right after we shot the pilot. We had a good feeling about it because our chemistry was so good as a cast. We all felt really, it was the first time in my life I've never been scared about a show.
Wow.
But she went in, and it was, you know, on her last time in, and I had been fighting so hard to keep her alive. And I said to her, Ma, you can't. I was like, you got to get better. Come on, let's go. We got to adjust your meds. Let's go, because I'm doing a show, and I get to play a teacher. And Quinta, I reached out to her. She was not doing well, and I said, please send me the pilot, because they're not supposed to share it, you know. And within 3 minutes, I had the pilot on my phone, and I played it for my mom.
Oh, that's great.
And she didn't get to see the show on, you know, on TV, but
she got to see the pilot though.
She's with me all the time through everything I do on that show. So sorry, I didn't mean to bring us down, but
no, I love it. I love it.
It was an homage to my mom, who was a wonderful, wonderful teacher, but obviously, mom.
Yeah, no, I know how you feel. I went through something similar, but I want to show a clip from Abbott Elementary. We were given permission, Souk, from Warner Brothers.
Were we really? Okay.
Hopefully Facebook doesn't clip the show right now for airing it, but I'm going to give it a whirl.
Yes.
But here's a clip with you and Cheryl Lee from Abbott Elementary, Tuesdays at 9 on ABC. Here you go.
I have enlisted the help of one of Abbott Elementary's finest. Now, come on. Show us what you got.
What, here?
Yeah, here. You can get this kid. Of course, here. Come on, teach us something.
All right. Farmer Hank has 7 turkeys. Then he buys 6 more. How many turkeys does Farmer Hank now have?
Is one of the turkeys pregnant?
One of my kids asked the same thing.
Because it's a good question, and it shows that they're using critical thinking.
It's irrelevant.
No, it might be silly to you, but to them, it might be an important question that if they don't get it answered, they can't focus.
And diversions are an important part of learning. Otherwise, they're just memorizing.
Memorization is how I learn all the state's capitals. Juneau, Salem, Madison. I can keep going.
In my class, we do silly voice time to, break up the day.
And it makes learning more fun, too.
You know what's funny when it describes your character as Sicilian and it's an underfunded school. It says anytime they need like equipment or anything, you say, "I know a guy who knows a guy. He'll get us what we need."
Let me tell you what. There's some things that fall off a truck. Literally, I'm not going to blow it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but that actually took place in real life. That I said to Cheryl, she was like, I ordered a Tesla. Cheryl's got a voice like this. When she talks to you, you feel it in your chest. It's just the greatest voice, and we truly become friends. So it's really easy to play that connection with her. She said she ordered a Tesla, and they still took them 6 months. They still hadn't delivered it. She was like, "Lisa, I need a car. I have to get around LA." And I said, "I know a guy. Hang on." And I'm like, "Ralph." I said, "I'll call Ralph at Speedy Lane. Ralph, listen, what do you got on the lot right now? My friend Cheryl, I'm going to send her over. Give her something good. I don't want her to have to bring it in for any tune-ups. Just give her something." I hang up. I said, he's got 3. He's got a used Mercedes. He's got an Acura. They're both under $5,000. You take a little test drive. And she came the next day in a cute white car. She said,
"Got it.
You did that."
It's got it.
Character.
That is so funny. Well, as I was telling Suki before, Cheryl, she was on our show. We were doing the mornings here in New York.
Yeah.
I want to show you a little clip, and then you could tell her you saw this because the amazing thing was after she came on, she started starring in Wicked. And she said, "If you guys want to come, I'd love to have you."
Yeah.
I said, "You know what? I'm going to take you up on that." And she had us backstage and just a doll.
And you have a daughter, so I bet
I got 2 daughters. We all went. It was so much fun. And you go backstage, the little tiny backstage in the Broadway theater. You could barely move, but she was great. Watch this. So here she is, about a minute of her on our show in the morning. Watch.
Annie, you go.
Annie, go ahead.
Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
I love that. Right? That's amazing.
That was nice.
I thought we were going to do a little Jay-Z. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
I love that. We can jig it with it.
Cheryl.
You know what I loved about her?
It's her all day at work. All day, that energy. That's what you get. It's wonderful.
You know what I love about Abbott Elementary too? The workplace humor at that time. I feel like it encapsulates the things that we can't say now and the irony of the things that we could say before. You know what I mean? And it makes me feel nostalgic for a time that doesn't exist, really.
Right. And you know what? I mean, I think Quinta's really smart about, first of all, she's a lovely human being. Everything that she does is with kindness, which to me, like, that's what speaks to having a long career. I've been lucky enough to work with some of the biggest names in this business. Uniformly, every single one was kind, was good to everybody, top to bottom, everybody in the crew. And I think that's how you have longevity in this business. And Quinta's like that. She's super, super smart about having the characters be able to say things that we are all thinking.
Yes.
None of it's offensive, but like there's a woke character played by Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Little Chris, he's a great New York stage actor. Yeah, you've got the principal, Ava Coleman, Janelle James, who was outrageous. And as I said, we all have bosses that are nuts like this, whether you're in education or not. You've got that crazy boss who's only about their own career. And
we've had a few, Lisa, and we've
had a few of those.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and you all sit there and and the audience that's the eye. We turn the camera like, can you believe this? And they're in on the joke. So it's really funny to read, you know, because I go on social media, I read what people are thinking or what they're thinking about the show. And they're like saying, I can't believe he did that. And why doesn't he listen to that one? And they're following the characters like we're their buddies. And that's a great sitcom. Because with half hour, you have to want to invite people into your home every week.
And I also love the way it's shot. Like it moves, like the shot moves.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just something.
Well, that's the secret with that is Randall Einhorn is the cameraman that helped develop the look for The Office. How like, nonstop, and then it'll slam in on Scott talking about burgers, and then it'll go to your face like, I can't believe you just said you ate the burgers. and so people are getting that different parts of the story that you don't normally get, and he's one of our EPs. So he came from shooting action documentaries. So that kind of movement in it is what created The Office, and now we've got it on our show.
Love it. I love it.
I love it. Yeah. Lisa, listen, you let's talk about Shall We Dance for a second, because we saw in the opening montage, like you're dancing with Richard Gere, you got J-Lo tossing you around. You know, as right now, right. I know you were, you know, with Dennis Quaid and Parent Trap and Jim Carrey, but like when Richard Gere, how many times do you make them have to do that scene so you can keep dancing with Richard Gere? Do you screw it up a few times on purpose?
Oh, as many times as it takes. I have to tell you, this is the truth. They had already asked me, like, listen, we want you to put on some weight for this character. You know, the original was a Japanese movie and the character was quite heavy. It was hard to do. I was eating 10,000 calories a day, still couldn't put on a lot of weight because I was dancing 8 hours a day.
Right.
When I met him, I had already, like, we were in New York City. I was going out to these fantastic meals every night. I'm like, I'm not taking your per diem. If you want me to gain weight in New York, I'm going to like Dana Balloon. I like food. You talking to this Italian girl, I'm going to eat, right? So I meet him and we have to dance immediately. It's like a dance audition, basically, where he has to recruit me. So I'm within 10 seconds of meeting this guy. I am smashed crotch to boob up against his body. And I'm shaking. And he goes, don't worry, honey, you got the job. And I said, I can't believe I have to meet an officer and a gigolo with the size of Tokyo.
And did you call your mother and go, Ma, you never guess what I just did today?
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly. Well, everybody knew. I called everybody. He was again, the nicest man. You know, so I had to not to spoil the story.
Is he that good looking, that close, up close and personal? Out of curiosity,
100%, even more so.
Oh,
and,
wow!
And Jennifer,
gorgeous. I bet you.
Yes. Let me tell you something. She literally glows. Like you look at her across the soundstage, she's doing. I would do her dance solos. I would just come to set like this. And we scared her.
By the way, in this picture, in this picture here, you are equal hotness to J-Lo in this shot right here. I got to tell you.
Look at you. I know what makes you say that. I got it. You're a healthy, straight American male, and I understand why you think that. But, you know, she is absolutely stunning, and she's also. I gotta tell you, she tossed me around like cheap lawn furniture in that scene. She's spinning me out, reeling me in,
right?
Throws me down. I hit the floor in a big lump. It was funny.
She's scary, good looking. Like she's scary. It's just all together all the time. I'm just wow.
100%. Everything about her, and she's getting older and older, and it's just
and
like
better.
still tight and hot and snatched, and I'm just like, oh. And you're going to Puerto Rico. You're going to see all her people.
I know we see all our people, but I'm not going to look like our people. I'm not. Nobody smashed here. I'm going to be like you, Lisa, and I'm going to be like, thank God I can't see my ass right now. You know.
You know what? Though? Here's the good news, and I credit her. I credit a Kimmy K. This is in style now, people.
I know.
Hold on. Let me get that to the top. Wow.
That's in style. It was not in style when I was growing up. The big Sicilian coolie and the lips.
And now
what's the men's situation out there in Hollywood for you? What's cooking?
In-N-Out Burger, like you mentioned.
Really?
No, honestly, this is the truth. First of all, I don't eat In-N-Out because their fries stink. They have decent shakes, but when I want to fry, I go to McDonald's like a normal American and I get a large. And when they hand it to me, I say, can you bring it back and fill it all the way up? There's no reason for you people in America to be taking a half full thing of McDonald's French fries. Get a small if they're only going to give you this much.
And then get the Diet Coke.
Exactly. For $1.
Right.
That's a deal. I go to Fat Burger and I get the single because I am. And to answer your question, no dating. I have
really.
Yeah, because look, here's the joke version. I had 2 ex-husbands. First one was a lovely Jewish man who turned out to be gay. Whoops.
Okay.
Second one, a cheater, which is not technically a religion, but he practiced it like it. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good.
That's hysterical.
After I was busy raising. I had 4 kids by that time because my hoo-ha's a clown car, and I had to take the young guy. No, it wasn't even my choice. He was kind of on deck waiting for my marriage to end, and he just wanted to date me really bad. And it kind of took up 7 years of my life, or 10 years. It was a long time, Scott. So after that, I just was like, I just want to be like the career. I had kids that were in high school. I needed to focus on being a working mom.
Right.
Yeah.
And then since now they're in school, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to
date again.
Date again. It turns out
are all 4 of them out of the house out of curiosity? Yes. Okay,
Yep.
so that all right.
Okay, one comes back around a little bit, but the other one is I got one living out by your area. She's getting her PhD in Manhattan.
Nice.
So
Wow.
This is a music writer producer. I'm very proud. He just wrote the opening number for the NFL honors.
Wow.
Really?
He did. Yes, he's actually a musician and songwriter producer who makes a living. So that's nice. And keep my fingers crossed there. And then the twins are 21 and they're doing their school thing. So
yeah, they're just starting their life. Yeah.
I'm ready to see what's out there.
So you're ready to dip your toe back into the
Swiping,
water.
you're swiping.
I'm ready. You know what? Does that work? I mean, are people like, I don't want to Tinder because to me, Tinder's like, hey, who wants to get freaky and put on a furry costume? It feels weird to me. I don't want to hook up.
But don't all the celebs do Raya or?
Yeah, isn't there like there's like a highfalutin celebrity
thing? Like,
it's a bunch of people pretending like they got their life together. They don't.
Okay.
No. And then when the young ones try to hit me up, like how they slide into your DMs, I'm always like, this is my Sicilian. Like, I ain't that rich. What do you want? I know you're after something.
Oh, that's so. Babe, do you mind if I go date Lisa and Walter?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
He's like, sure, get out. Get out of here.
He's like, oh, the nanny from the Parent Trap? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the one with the jean shirt? Yeah, all right.
That's all I got to say. Parent Trap. Go ahead.
Shan, out of everybody that you've worked with, who are you the most surprised by that you were like, wow, like that? I never thought I would connect on that kind of level with this person.
I love, first of all, Dennis Quaid, dreamy, absolutely
gorgeous,
funny, gorgeous. And at that time when we did the Parent Trap, he was like a total heartthrob. I made him, I waited until the last day we worked together and I said, you got to do something for me. He's like, what? I said, I need you to say a line from one of your movies. He's like, which one? Like he already knew. And it was from The Big Easy, which go see it. So hot. And he's in with Ellen Barkin trying to hook up with her and she tries to pull away. Yeah. And she's like, I've just never been very lucky at love. And he goes, your luck's about to change, Cher. And he grabs her and throws her on the bed. And I was like, exactly. And I go,
I love it.
It's your luck's about to change, Cher. And he literally pulls me down, puts my hair behind my ear and whispers it in my ear. My knees buckled. I literally almost passed out. It was hot. So it wasn't a surprise though, because he was like that all the way through. I think Tom Cruise was probably, because he was
War of the Worlds.
He was the biggest star in the world
at
that time when I worked with him. And he was the most down
to earth.
I mean, he just the nicest, And to everybody in the cast. He's not sitting in Video Village with like an extra warming coat. We're up on the coast. It's like 2 degrees outside.
Yeah, Bayonne.
Rain. And he's like in his regular leather coat standing out with everybody else with 3,000 extras. You know, when they're freaking out because of they had one of them had claustrophobia. He goes up, he won't go back to one. He's like talking her off the ledge. So where do you go to school? Oh, yeah, so you came home for the holidays and decided to come do this crazy thing. All right, good for you. What are you studying?
I love
and
it.
I just watched him be the nicest guy.
Yeah.
You know what? You just hear the craziest things about him, but I feel like that, Lisa Ann, I feel like I would love him. Like, I don't think anything, my opinion about Tom has never changed. I just think he's very relatable. I just think like he would, if Scott and I asked him for him to come on the show, I feel like he would. I feel like he would.
He would be exactly the same person. I never saw him do anything except be nice to people. So that's what I go by. He was Steven Spielberg asked me to bring my daughter to play my daughter in it because they knew I had 4 kids. Tom and I were talking about our kids. They had me come back and do that scene because I had shot another scene with him in a bar where it's clear that we hook up. And they felt like it made him look like a terrible dad because he's late. It's the very beginning of the movie when he's, drives home like a bat out of hell and he's late to his kids. So before that, he's in a bar with me and, starts kissing on me.
Huh, look at you.
It's a romantic scene with Tom. But they had me bring my daughter and he knew that it was her birthday. I had a video camera in my purse. At that time, people weren't using their phones.
Yeah.
And he was like shooting stuff. He was just a delight. So I don't care whatever anybody says. If you're nice to my kid, I
love you forever. Yeah.
Lisa, do you know, are you familiar or friends with, speaking of Dennis Quaid, Brett Cullen? You know Brett Cullen, the actor? He was in The Replacements. He's Blacklist. He's been on 1,000 different shows.
Okay.
And then I'll let you go. Speaking of nice guy, he was on our show a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he was in The Replacements with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And my wife was a huge fan of that movie. And after he got off the air with us, he emailed me about he had one of Keanu Reeves' jerseys from the movie.
Oh.
And he wanted to send it. He never sent it. So he then emails me and said, "Hey, Scott, I'm going to be in the city next week." This was last week. "I'm going to bring it with me from California. Come meet me in the city and I'll give you the jersey." And sure enough, I met the guy in the city. Aww. Nicest guy in the world. You have to know who he is. He's been in so many things.
Oh, I'm sure. And he was familiar to me. But when you say, like, do you know him? I think you mean, like, do I, like, know him?
Oh, I didn't know if you knew him personally.
You have his number in your phone.
Who is the person on your phone you call the most right now? A celebrity, out of curiosity.
From Parent Trap, your friend.
Elaine Hendricks from the Parent Trap.
Elaine Hendricks.
So I also am, my other bestie is Rosa Blasi. She was married to Jim Finn, who was a New York Giant, but she was the star of Strong Medicine. She played Strong Medicine, and she's been in a million other things. She's absolutely stunning. I could bring up her picture right now if you want to see. She's a hottie, Scott. You would like her. But probably the 2 of them, and then now, of course, all of the stars from Abbott Elementary. They're like on
Cheryl Lee. Hey, will you tell Cheryl Lee we need to get her back on this show so we could sing a little bit, Cheryl?
Hang on, let's call her right now. Let's see if she picks
Call
up.
Cheryl Lee. By the way, Baylee Littrell coming up in just a few minutes. Lisa Ann, wait till you hear Baylee Littrell. This young, he's incredible. You call
Lisa?
Lisa?
Pick up the phone?
What's up?
Okay,
Cheryl.
I'm on a show right now with Suki and Scott. And they just showed a clip of you singing "The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow" on their show.
From Pix 11.
They're live right now on their show, and they want you to come on the show and sing again.
Hi, Cheryl.
My God. Oh my God. Tell them I'd love to, but can I sing another day?
Yes, of course, Cheryl.
And sing another day.
I would love to tell them thank you because the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow it'll be rain, baby.
Yeah. Every day with this woman is like this.
Cheryl, we love you, babe.
Congratulations on Abbott Abbot Elementary, Cheryl. We are absolute fans.
Love
we
you,
are
Cheryl.
loving it, and we're loving you. Thanks for playing along. Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome. I love you, Cheryl. I'll call you later.
All right, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye. Mwah.
She's
Oh my
so
God, I
funny.
love her even more. I mean,
She's
honestly,
probably
stop.
right now. She's going, "Who the hell are Suki and Scott? And when was I singing on this?"
She just remembered the singing "The Sun Will Come Out." She knows.
That's true. She did. Lisa Ann, listen, thank you so much.
You're
Abbott Elementary, Tuesday nights on ABC, 9:00. It's an amazing show. You got to go check it out. I will continue to Google your name just to see what comes up and what I get on my computer.
Enjoy that.
And listen, you are fantastic. Please come back again, okay?
Please come back.
Thanks,
for
guys.
sure.
Of course, I would love to enjoy Puerto Rico and enjoy Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Have some paella and enjoy being with your little girl.
Thank you, Lisa Ann. Thank you so much. Have a great time and just a pleasure to have you.
By the way, Lisa Ann, that's a fantastic ass. Just saying that out.
Yeah.
The pants. It's really just the pants.
It's
all the heavy
gorgeous.
lifting.
It's gorgeous.
Bye, Lisa. Take care. Sook, she is fantastic.
I mean, I cannot believe that she just put Cheryl Lee Ralph on
What a
too. I mean, just like
fantastic
the
lady.
spontaneity of that. That was incredible.
Yeah, she was great. That was really good. Well, listen, Sook, we continue to roll along here because it's our one show this week. And let me tell you something about Baylee Littrell. This kid is ultra talented. If his last name sounds familiar, you knew his dad, Brian Latrell, Backstreet Boys. Everybody, yeah. Rock your body. Come on, Sook, sing it, baby. You know you want to. Rock your body, right? Anyway, Baylee is just lighting it up. He is such a talented kid. He and his parents very close. Close with his dad. His dad taught him everything, and the kid's just like. And he's only 19, Sook. He's going to be a superstar. He's coming up next. Let me show you a little bit of Baylee, and then we'll bring him in on the other side. Take a look.
Some guys take time to grow up. Some guys, they never change. Till some sweet angel shows them God's amazing grace. She'll say this southern stubborn rough around the edges world. I've known it firsthand 'cause I got one. Yeah, some guys just need a girl. But sometimes I can't even remember being that guy. 'Cause when she walked in, it was the last time I'll be fooling around. It's cool 'cause now I'm settling down. But some guys still fly Friday solo, trying to bring somebody home. They're gone before he wakes up. Till one day when he wakes up. Some guys take time to grow up. Some guys, they never change. Till some sweet angel shows them God's amazing grace.
Unbelievable. Baylee, you know what? This is BS, man. I'm a little jealous. I mean, you're 19 years old. You're rocking it out.
Talented.
I don't like it. You're a little too talented for my liking.
Thank you so much.
How are you, bud? Thanks for coming on, man.
Of course. I'm great. How are you guys?
We're good, man. We're good.
Great. We're so excited to have you on. I mean, we're all revved up. I mean, as you can tell,
Yeah,
we're on level 10 already of the show.
I've been tuning in for a little bit. You guys were getting pretty amped up. I was like, all right, perfect time to come on.
Sam was very good. She's just, hysterical.
Listen, man, you're doing so many things right now. It's such a young age. And I just, I guess the first thing to ask you is, let's go back to growing up as a kid who is, the son of one of the guys in the Backstreet Boys, one of the biggest boy bands ever. What was that like growing up around not only him, but all those guys in the group? What was that like for you?
Man, I mean, honestly, growing up in that at the time, it felt normal to me because that's all I knew. Right. For most of my life, I was homeschooled, right? So I got to go out on the road and live that life. I basically had, 4 uncles and my dad. Aww. And war life is, everybody's kind of a family, from crew to, you know, everybody backstage to the guys, everybody kind of comes together.
Aww.
And you kind of have this family away from home. And that's basically what it was for me growing up. You know, it's kind of crazy because then you get off the road and you miss everybody because usually you don't keep in contact that much. But my whole life, you know, it's basically been that. That's all I knew.
So basically, you're saying it's in your DNA. You're born with it. It's just your DNA. Listen, when did you find your own voice? Because I gotta imagine being around all of that at that high level, you know, at this incredibly high performance level. When did you start finding your own voice and the niche that you wanted to sort of pursue?
Ooh, I mean, I think, you know, I grew up singing. I grew up loving just being out there and being able to sing. I got to open for the boys, you know, growing up 10, 11 years old. But I think when I really, you know, figured out that's what I wanted to do and take it seriously was, you know, right after Broadway.
Okay.
You know, that opportunity was amazing. But right after Broadway, I really, you know, stepped back and I thought, do I want to do acting? Do I want to do singing? You know, what is it that I want to do? You know, I'm still trying to do both. And that experience kind of was my introduction into actually, here's a real job. Now you're going to go out and work and see what it's like for yourself, you know, 11, 12-hour work days.
Yeah, Broadway is no joke.
Yeah.
No
So
joke.
you know what's so funny? Before the show, I was telling Baylee, this show was called Disaster, if you remember, on Broadway. And I made my wife go, because all the music is from the 70s. And it's just a spoof on all the disaster movies. And if you see it, he's over there, right there to the left in the front. I actually saw him in this show.
No way.
Yeah. He was, and it's funny because in this picture, if you know the movie The Poseidon Adventure, which was definitely one of the movies spoofed, you actually look like the real actor.
The kid that's in Poseidon.
Yeah. Who played her name was Lori. Pretty girl Lori, her brother. You look just like the brother in that shot. I just realized that. I'm like, yeah, you look just like that actor in what's the movie? Poseidon Adventure.
Poseidon.
That's one of the movies we based everything.
Oh,
right
totally.
there.
Yeah, I remember it. But like, what were some? I remember the whole show was based off of 70s music.
Yes.
And you guys weave the music like into the script.
Yes.
Like, do you remember what were like a couple of the songs that you guys sang in that show? Because it was just it was so goofy, but it was really good.
So there was a mashup. I'm trying to think of what song we ended up taking out. So many. We had so many we'd put in and then take out in rehearsals and scratch that. You know, we want to do this one. Ben Michael Jackson was one of the ones I remember that was super prominent. Oh my God, Donna Summer, Hot Stuff.
Yes.
That's what I remember. I'll never forget. I started listening to Donna Summer. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. You know what killed me that I wish made it that we didn't do a lot of. I thought if we put the Temptations in there, that would have been like my dream come true. I love the Temptations.
Oh wow.
So, but we had that. So that was Ben was the big one. What is the song? Yeah, Hooked on a Feeling.
Oh,
Hooked on a Feeling.
Fly to the inner tubes. Yeah, that's the song.
You're in love with me, and I think it was the Blue Swede version because you guys did the ooga shaka ooga ooga, right?
Yes.
I remember my wife was ready to kill me. I was so into the show.
She's like, "What the hell are you making me do right now?"
I'll never forget in rehearsals too. Our director Jack, he was like, "You guys really got to get into this," and everyone was like embarrassed to do this ooga chaka ooga ooga.
Yeah.
You gotta get your neck into it. We're like, really? Can we not do something else? He's like, nope, sorry, it's gonna happen. And I'll never forget, we all finally embraced it, and then we'd look back at like pictures or videos that someone would sneak, and we're like, what are we doing? But seriously, that show, honestly, I knew nothing really about musical theater. That job just came about by chance, right?
Oh, great.
But that show changed so much for me. I mean, the appreciation I have for Broadway and for people that do that for a living constantly is, I mean, tremendous. They, they've got a certain talent, and it takes a certain mindset to be able to do that. And the amount of criticism you face as well. That's a whole nother level of, psyching yourself out. I'll never forget, waiting till after shows and you've got all these notes, and it's a pile of notes, and I thought I did a good job, and our director's like, you did, but this is what you can do better. And you're like, it was just this constant how to improve, how to get better. And I think that's what honestly made me hungry to keep going. When I got off of Broadway and I got to have my summer with my friends and go back to kind of normal life at home, I thought a break is what I wanted, and I got off and I thought, okay, when's the next thing? Like, when am I getting back out there? What am I going to do? And I wanted to step away from musical theater and really just focus on music solely. I was going through puberty, so there was no chance that was happening then, especially. I had this little afro, as you can see. I could not get rid of that for the longest time. We're growing the hair out right now, so we're getting the afro back. We got this big poofy hairdo. I said I felt like Seth Rogen when I got off of Disaster, because when I went through puberty, my hair like curled up and it was big ball of curls. I was like, Mom, I've got pimples all over my face. I can't talk. I can barely sing. I couldn't do anything. So like 2017 hits, and I started doing like vocal lessons, vocal warm-ups, trying to get my voice back, because it was just, it was gone.
Wow.
And started getting it back, and it came back super deep. And I thought, this is not what I remember sounding like, I did a lot of growing up when I came home, and then started this journey. And here we are, it's been, oh my God, it's been 6 years since Broadway almost. And now we're going on 4 years of country music. Started this in 2018.
So would you say country music was always in your DNA? It was always part of it?
Definitely. I grew up in Georgia, spent some time in California, but mostly in Georgia. I was born in Marietta, Georgia, where my mom grew up. And my grandparents have, born and bred, been Georgia born and bred their whole lives. So I would choose going to my grandparents' house, over my best friends on the weekends, and not that I had that many friends because of, tour life, but my grandparents were my everything. They still are. And we just, they actually live basically in the backyard now. We built them a house over.
Oh, that's not bad.
I get to take a stroll up to grandma's still.
I love it.
That's so lucky. Wow.
Yeah, I love it. But my grandpa used to come pick me up. And, he would drive me back to their house, and he would play me, George Strait, Merle Haggard, Tammy Wynette, Patsy Cline. We got some Elvis Presley in there, a little bit of rock and roll. Then, I'd come home and listen to Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. So I had everything in my house. Anything I wanted to listen to is, basically right there for me. My mom loved 80s rock. She loved country too. So, I got my modern country with my mom, and then, my classic with my grandparents, and my dad loves R&B. So, we got all of it. But then we introduced my dad to country, and that was a whole nother thing. Now he's singing stuff. I'm like, how do you know that? He's like, I listen to the radio. I'm like, oh. But it's crazy just how that, it had such a huge influence on my life, just country music. It feels like home. And there's so many times in this business where you're going to find yourself feeling lost, not feeling like you're at home. And I honestly wanted to bring home to my profession. And I thought, country music to me represents that. So I can't ever lose it if I'm doing it.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful what you just said.
You seem like, I have a feeling you're a big Tim McGraw fan.
I am. Yeah.
Is that true?
I love Tim McGraw. Yeah.
Love Tim McGraw. Yeah. No, we're a big Tim McGraw household here too.
Yeah. Don't Take the Girl.
Yeah. Oh, that was the first song my wife made me listen to, was Don't Take the Girl.
Really?
And then now I know I had to take her to every Tim McGraw concert that came around. So now I know all the Tim McGraw songs. We're going to see him again in May. But do you want to? You got a new tune coming out, right? Called Gone.
Yes.
It's called Gone. It comes out on the 22nd next week. You want to do a little bit of that one?
Of course. Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Let me hear a little bit of that one.
So this song I wrote about 2 years ago. I can't believe it's been 2 years. This was, one of my first originals that I was really proud of. And little did I know I'd make my record and be the first single. So I'll play a little.
Beautiful. Go ahead.
Wrinkled sheets at 2 a.m. You were sound asleep, I'm staring. Packed my bags, acted like I didn't care. And it hurt my heart, but yours would repair. I'll be gone in the morning, and I promise, darling, that it's for the best. Your trees blossom, girl, on my late dormant. There I go again, go again, go again. I'll be gone in the morning, yeah. It's a little first verse and chorus action there.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Nice.
Thank
Listen,
you.
Nice.
Can I ask you, like, your father, his influence must, I mean, just like your mother, your mom's your manager, right? Is that still okay? But
Yes.
what influence do they both have? Because mom's been in the business with dad, watching his career grow and explode, and sort of keeping their life together, and you, as I'm sure that was challenging, and I can't even imagine that. What has the influence been for both of them in your life right now, and how important of a force are they in your life?
I mean, they're the number one force in my life. You know, my dad, you know, what he's taught me so much is just the knowledge of the business, you know, and from his experiences, you know, he's given me all the good, the bad, you know, taught me what to avoid, what to go for, you know, just he's given me a lot of confidence. He's taught me how to be confident.
Right.
In the least arrogant way possible. I think that's the big thing is people, and mom will tell you this too, it's just people associate confidence with cockiness instead of confidence, you know, at the same time while being humble. That's the thing we all forget. So I think, you know, dad's just taught me a whole lot about poise on stage, you know, just being comfortable in my own skin, right? Because if you're not comfortable, then, I mean, nobody in that crowd is going to be enamored. You've got to pull people in. You know, mom on the other side, she's taught me how to be a fighter. And that's the thing, you know, when you get down and out and you feel like you want to quit, you know, mom's always there going, are you really going to quit?
Yeah.
You know, do you really want to quit? I mean, look what you've been able to accomplish, and you want to stop now. Like, she's always been that voice of reason. She's been my hype man. I mean, since I can remember, from playing baseball, you know, now, like, dad would be coaching me and he'd just be like, man, you got to get a hit next time. Mom's like, you know what you have to do. And I'm like, yeah, like, my mom always like go out and fire up the whole team.
I'm like that with my son. I was like, there are no quitters on this team. We must fight.
Yes. She's like the bucks for who hits it over the fence. And they're all like,
like the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yes.
What is your malfunction, numbnuts?
Yes,
so
I mean,
funny.
I mean, she's been my hype man since the beginning. She just fires me up. You know, she gives me that confidence whenever I need it. And she's you know, she's been such a motivator for me, both of them. And mom's learning the business just as well as I am, and now dad for a second time around. I mean, country coming into this, you know, we knew it was going to be tough, but we didn't know, you know, how it was going to be. Country's a whole different ballgame. And firsthand, it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to work through in my life. I mean, 4 years and, you know, you get this far, then next year, maybe a little bit here, and then COVID hits and you go down here and then you have to work your way back up. It's like, you know, it's been super hard. You got to get in with the right people. Country's all about, you know, it's a small audience and everybody has to learn, you know, who you are, accept you. And you have to earn everybody's trust. So it's been a hard road. It's a lot smaller atmosphere than pop has been. I know that's one thing dad was shocked to see, you know, okay, there's 4 gatekeepers compared to the 10 in pop music. You know, you were like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
And the music industry has changed so much. I mean, I'm shocked at how much new music that I see on TikTok is then played on radio. And so it's to me, that is the most amazing thing, that you have TikTok stations on Sirius. You know what I mean? Like,
that blows my mind, because when I was coming into this, TikTok was not prominent at all. And it was all just about, all right, build your Instagram socials, do this, and Facebook, Instagram. And then right before, COVID hit, we all hear, oh, TikTok's really blowing up. We're like, what? What's TikTok? I have no idea what TikTok is. Like, then all of a sudden you're not, relevant. You have to get on socials. You have to get TikTok. So we come out of COVID and we're all like forcing ourselves to get TikTok, do Instagram reels. Everything is now videos, right? So it's all just
videos.
Going in your audience. It's a whole new ball game.
Bring the dances going,
Listen,
like,
when you were
all the dances
when you were growing up, were you allowed to listen to In Sync or like 98 Degrees? You're allowed to listen to no, right?
Sacrilege.
Wait, who was that in the back?
you?
Who was that in the back? Who was that in the
Sacrilege.
back?
He's got a little listening hole in the wall. You heard that.
He's got the glass to the wall.
He's gonna break the computer, guys.
Is there a Tim song that you like to do?
Honestly, I never learned to play one. I think the one.
Dude, you gotta learn a Tim McGraw song. What's going on there?
"Don't Take the Girl" was that was the first Tim McGraw song I ever heard. There was a couple times we almost did "Humble and Kind" on stage, but don't.
All right, let me ask you a question. All right, you know the words to "Don't Take the Girl," right?
Oh yeah.
Give me a little acapella first couple. Johnny's daddy. Let me hear you do it. Come on, let's hear.
Johnny's daddy was taking him fishing when he was 8 years old. The little girl came through the front gate holding a fishing pole. His dad looked down and smiled, so we can't leave her behind. Son, I know you don't want her to go, but someday you'll change your mind. And Johnny said, take Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson, take my best friend Bo, take anybody that you want, as long as she don't go. Take any boy in the world, but please don't take the girl.
Oh wow!
Oh, bro, you gotta record. You gotta record that. Bro. What are you doing? I gotta be your manager, man. You gotta record that.
You're hired.
Come on, what are you doing? Listen, you got to get Tim on the line, and you got to cover that, man, because he did that such a long time ago. Yes. The recording. And whenever you go to his concerts, the audience sings the whole song anyway.
Yes.
It needs a little upgrade, man. The younger generation.
You're like producing it. You're
I'm
going to need some advice from him on that and his workout regimen.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he's insane, right?
True that.
He is insane.
What is he on? What is he drinking?
Yeah, it was funny. We had a guy on, Brandon Davis was on a couple months ago, who I saw him on TikTok. And I got a hold of him. I got him on the show, and he is now going on tour. He's on tour now, on this tour with Tim McGraw. I couldn't believe it.
Goodness. Yeah, it's crazy. Seriously, people have booked these tours too. I know. I mean, I'm offended that Tim, didn't call me.
Dude, that song's got you all over it. I'm telling you.
Bailey, can I ask you a question? Yeah. When you do people put you together with your dad, or are they just kind of like, oh, Baylee Littrell? I mean, is it like separate but the same? You know what I mean? Because the music is so separate.
I mean, it's kind of funny if you look on like Spotify and Apple Music and stuff. When you see related artists, it just goes immediately to Backstreet Boys just because of the relation, right? But I mean,
I've never done that.
Don't do it. The one thing, that is hard because most of the time it's Backstreet Boys' son or Brian's son.
Right.
That was hard. At first it was normal, and then finally you thought, okay, are you gonna just call me Bailey? Like that. That started
to happen. It's gonna happen.
There's a little bit of difference now. I think this year and a little bit of last year, playing shows and things and meeting people, I finally got introduced as this is Baylee Littrell. He's a good friend of mine. He's a songwriter. Like that's I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds so good. like just to be your own
You
guy.
don't have to have the asterisk, right?
Yes, you don't have to have, AKA Backstreet Boys' son.
Yeah.
He's 19 years old. He lives here. But
well, listen, you have a great tune out called "Don't Knock It."
I like that one.
And here's a little bit of that video right here. Take a look.
Girl, it's pretty clear that she ain't from around here, making fun of how I talk. By the look on your face, you ain't ever seen a place like this, but it ain't your fault that you grew up in the city where nobody says yo, but you sure are looking pretty in a town this small. Four-wheel driving on some dirt, mama's cooking after church. Maybe, just maybe you gon' like it. So girl, don't knock it till you try it. White lightning straight out the jar, bonfires and passing guitars. Maybe, just maybe you gon' like it. So girl, don't knock it till you try it. And try it with me.
I'm seeing
You look so much like your father.
I'm seeing some. Yeah, there's some family members in that video too, right?
my grandpa, my grandma, some of our closest friends.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, you see that clean haircut there?
Yeah.
So
funny.
Listen, I didn't, looking at you right now, I mean, I see the family resemblance, but I really don't see it. But in that video, wow, did you look like your dad?
I had that haircut. I mean, he had that haircut for how many years?
Suki, that's rubbish. He looks like the kid from the Poseidon Adventure.
That's true. And what the hell is in White Lightning? Is that something like people in New York have no idea? What is White Lightning?
Moonshine.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Language for moonshine down here.
Baylee, listen, man. Before you go, can you give me just give me like a minute of anything you want? I love listening to you sing, man. Anything you want to do, give us like a minute. Send us on our way, and then and we'll let you get done working with us.
All right, you guys got it. Here, let me think of something.
You have like a 70s tune for all us middle-aged 50-year-olds.
You're so bad.
Okay, so I do have a 70s song.
See, I knew that.
But I don't know if you guys would know this one. It's Merle Haggard.
Oh,
okay.
You heard Silver Wings from Merle Haggard.
Say it again.
Silver Wings.
Go ahead, you do it. Go ahead. Light it up.
All right. This one is one of the country historians know this one. I love this song. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engine headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride. But you locked me out of your mind. Left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engine headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. I love that song.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
That was amazing. Is that one of your cousins or a relative right there?
Peach White Lightning, and it was really in the glass.
Leanne? Leanne?
That was my mom.
Oh, that's your mother. Oh.
I like anything with peach, Leanne.
And Papa was drinking it. Until her papa was
Yeah, my
drinking.
grandpa was drinking it. He was like, "Do you want to get another take of this scene?" I'm like,
Wait, who's Mo, Bailey? Who's Mo?
Mo?
Oh, I don't know who's
Is that just same last name? No relation?
Oh no, I don't know who that is. Mo Littrell. It must be.
Littrell. I don't know. I think it's
wow, long lost cousin. Look at you. Awesome. Listen, man, you're an absolute treat. You're 19.
19, yes.
That's you know what? That's bogus.
We already hate you. You're
that's-
talented.
yeah,
You're
that's-
smart. You're kind. You're
bogus.
generous.
Listen, before you go, I want to introduce you to our musical director, our own country singer. This he's got more followers, Bailey, than all of us put together.
He's from Oklahoma, Bailey.
My main man, Phil Paz. Phil,
how you doing, Bailey?
Did you
Good,
hear?
how are you?
Did
Good,
you
buddy.
hear Bailey do "Don't Take the Girl"? By
Oh,
Tim
yeah,
before?
yeah,
Did
yeah.
you- do me a favor, Philly, just because Bailey's going to be redoing an entire Tim album by the time we get done with
the tribute album.
Yeah, give Bailey a little bit of what's
Here's
the one?
Here's
little
one.
Tim. Give him a little
Here's
Tim. Go
one.
ahead.
Here's one I think you would like.
Go ahead.
Dancing in the dark, middle of the night, taking your heart and holding it tight. Emotional touch, touching my skin, asking you to do what you've been doing all over again. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Don't think I can keep it all in. I just gotta let you know what it is that won't let me go. It's your love. Yeah, love Tim McGraw. Bailey, you are great, man. You are great. You know, I try to find inspiration wherever I can find it, and trust me, I found it tonight. So, yeah.
Bailey, listen, man, congratulations, dude. You got everything right in front of you, 19 years old.
Sweet.
Just keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. Yeah, you're gonna be tremendous. You're gonna be huge. And I think your parents got you on the right track, and there's no stopping you, bud. Don't
And
take the
keep
girl.
up with that peach lightning, please.
I will.
I expect to hear "Don't Take the Girl" cover from you one of these days soon.
Heck yes. Hey,
I'm telling you, man, you sounded great on the acapella. It would be amazing in a studio with some musicians. I'm telling you.
Hey, we might have to take that into consideration. That'd be so much fun.
I'm telling you,
Bye,
bud.
Bailey.
Listen,
Good
man,
luck to you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell your parents we said thank you very much, and we love you, pal. Where can everybody get your music? Where can they find all your stuff?
Apple Music is #1 spot to go to. I've got those links in my Instagram bio, and just iTunes, Spotify, Pandora. And I think we're on Amazon too.
And Instagram is all what at Baylee Littrell.
So that is Baylee Littrell _music.
Okay.
To be it. Thank you guys seriously so much for having me on.
Say hi to mom and dad for us. Thank you.
I
And
will.
say hi to granddaddy too.
Oh, I will. He'll be like, you guys were talking about me.
Bailey, I
It's
know.
fantastic.
I know this is sacrilegious, but tell your dad I said bye bye bye.
Oh man! Wow!
He's coming out. He's gonna kill you.
See you later, my man. Enjoy. Thank you so much, pal.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Bailey.
So great, man. What a great kid. What a talented family. Just amazing.
Wow. How do some people have it all? I mean, good looking kid.
That's what I said, Phil. It's
full
BS.
head of hair.
Yeah,
beautiful
come on.
You
voice.
guys were all jealous.
Good looking kid. He sings. He's talented.
And
Not only that,
humble and sweet and kind.
Yes.
Thoughtful.
Unreal.
Thoughtful responses, to questions. Beautiful.
Guys, I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite shows tonight with Lisa Ann
Good
Walter,
show. Cheryl
Bailey.
Lee Ralph popped in.
Cheryl Lee popped in. Sharon Olsen, our booker extraordinaire.
Thank you, Sharon.
Sharon already
Sharon.
said she's already on the phone with Cheryl Lee to get her a date
Love
to come
you,
on.
Sharon.
But good stuff. Sook, anyway, when are you leaving?
Saturday, I think.
Oh, you're leaving Saturday? All right, babe. We'll talk, and I'll be on a flight tomorrow night, so we'll talk.
Safe trip. Enjoy it. You'll love Barcelona. You'll love Spain.
Yeah,
My
no, it's
favorite
going to be
place in
great.
the world, actually. Can enjoy it.
It'll be great. I'm sure I'll
Nice.
FaceTime you once or twice.
I'd love to see that. I love that.
All right, babe. See you later.
Bye. Bye, Philly.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Philly kid. Hey.
Yes.
Come here. You want to say hello to Phil? Come show everybody what you're doing right now. You know? You don't want to go to school tomorrow? Should we talk about it now? Phil, I spent half the day in a passport office waiting for my daughter's passport today. It was some amazing experience.
And now I have a bad schedule. Now, so I don't want to go.
I guess it depends on the part of the country, because here in downtown Oklahoma City, you can get your passport in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it's this. Why? Because there's not as many people waiting to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, here's the thing: you show up, right? You have all your documents, and God forbid you're missing one. You have to, because it's a government office, you have to stand in line and go through the screening machine like you do at an airport.
Right.
And then you have to go upstairs. You have to give them your documents. Then you have to wait in line for your number to be called for them to do everything. And then they say, come back at 1 o'clock and your passport will be ready. So now you come back at 1 o'clock. You have to stand in line again and go through the machine again and wait for that. And then you go upstairs. They don't start calling your name until 2 o'clock. So it's like you put from the time you leave your house until the time you get home, you're good for 6 hours.
Right.
And it was wild, but you got to do it. We got it. And now we can go on a plane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? That's the federal government for you.
Yeah.
It's a bureaucracy.
Unreal, man. Unreal. But I'll tell you, he sang Don't Take the Girl. That was really good.
Yeah, that dude's got a
really
beautiful
good
voice. Beautiful voice.
By the way, Phil, our what song did we do? It's got almost 100,000 views in 2 days.
Yeah.
What the heck did we just do? I forgot.
You put out so many hits, it's hard to keep up.
What song did we just do? I can't even remember. Hold on.
Help us out.
What song did we just do? I gotta find. What did we do? It's Burning Love for Valentine's Day. Is it a hunk of burning love? Woo! Let me see. Do I have that in here still? Burning Love. Oh man! Don't tell me I got rid of it already.
Oh man.
Oh, you know what? I did it right from my phone. That's right, because I didn't play with it. I just put it up right from the phone.
Right.
But yeah, we got almost 100,000 views on that thing already.
Yeah, I mean, you do some Elvis, and that's it's going to get a lot of views.
I'll tell you what, man. You want to sing a little bit? I'll find it. We'll use that to end us off. But you could do a little mini concert for.
Yeah.
We got it's
8:40.
Yeah, it's 8:49. Figure we'll wrap it up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll first I want to start off with a little contest.
All right. What do you got?
So this song that I'm going to sing, it is from a theme song from a TV show that ran from 1981 to 1983. And I'm going to sing the song, and then I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Oh, baby, you can't stump me on a theme song. You know that.
And it goes a little something like this.
Go ahead.
Because the star of the show is actually his birthday.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
And it's not Welcome Back, Kotter.
No.
Okay.
Okay, it goes a little something like this. Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Okay, the 3 questions I want to ask. The first one is, name the show.
I already put it up on the screen.
You did?
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Greatest American Hero. Right. And who was the star?
Yeah. You know what? I could see him. He's got the blonde hair, the curly blonde hair.
Meow.
Meow. Something feline. Like, give me his initials because I can't think of his name. But
Meow. What? Who says meow?
Meow.
What animal?
A cat.
Okay.
Cat. Cat.
Cat. Cat.
Oh, William Cott.
Yep.
Kaat, right? William Cott.
No, it's actually Katt.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Hold the phone right there.
Google it. I'm pretty sure it's William.
Oh no, it's Katt. We're both wrong, but but I think it's Cott, right?
I always thought it was William Cat, but I'm no expert on anything.
Well, you said Catt. I said Kaat. But so it's his birthday today?
Yeah, his birthday today. He was born in 1951. So what is he? 70 years old, 71 years old?
Yeah, 71. Jesus. Oh, wait, he was also in Carrie, wasn't he?
Yes, he was in Carrie.
Right? He was one of the bad guys in Carrie who dumped the blood on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. John Travolta was in that movie. Yeah, Travolta was in Carrie also.
Yeah, that was quite the horrifying experience watching that.
Oh my God.
I think I was like 16 years old when that movie came out.
They're all gonna laugh at you. We must pray. Throw her into the room. Oh my God. The mother was the scariest part of the whole movie.
Oh yeah, I know, man. She got what she had coming to her.
Did you finish You yet? Did you finish You?
I have not. In fact, I just wrapped up Star Trek Picard.
Oh, really? I wasn't a big Star Trek fan.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I did start watching. A buddy of mine, he's been texting me. He said, "Hey, you got to watch the Wolf of Wall Street." I never saw that movie.
Great movie. Great.
Oh my gosh, awesome movie. The Wolf of Wall Street.
How great was that scene when they were on the mushrooms and stuff, and he kept hallucinating everything. How great was that, right?
It was
Holy
awesome.
Cow.
It was awesome. I got another quick song for you, and this singer, he was actually part of a duet, male-female duo, I should say, whatever you want to call it. And their song went a little something. One of their songs went a little something like this, and it's the male half of the duo. It's his birthday today. They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that is true, 'cause you got me and baby, I got you. Babe.
I'm fine.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Name that singer.
Oh, that would be Sonny from Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono.
Sonny and Cher.
Born on this day, 1935, and unfortunately passed away in 1998.
Skiing accident.
Yeah.
Sylvie Belly checking in from Canada. Hi, Sylvie from Canada. How are you?
Hi, Sylvie.
Philly Kid. All right, you sing. Give me a little. Give me about a minute of song.
Okay.
And I'll find our hunka.
Let me see here. Yeah, how about a little more Sonny and Cher? The beat goes on. Bum, 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 bum. The beat goes on. The drums keep a pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-di-da-di-dee. Oh, la-di-da-di-da. Charleston was the rage. History turned the page. I said, the mini skirts, the current thing. A teeny bopper is our newborn king. And the beat goes on. Whoa, the beat goes on. The The drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-di-da-di-da, oh, la-di-dee-dee-dee. The grocery stores, the supermarket, little girls still break their hearts, and men still keep on marching off to war. Electrically, they keep the baseball score, and the beat goes on, yeah, and the beat goes on. The drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. Whoa, the beat goes on.
Remember when they had their show? They had their variety show.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows back when I was a kid. I think it came on.
It was on one of the networks, right?
Yeah.
And she used to share. I remember she sang, "That lady played black magic till the clock struck on the 12."
Oh, she had a ton of hits, man. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. We hear it from the people in the town. They'd call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves. But every night all the men would come around
and lay their money down.
Doom, 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 doom.
On in the rabbit of a traveling show. Philly Kid, what do you got? Listen, we're not on for like a week or so, a little over a week. We'll put up some, I'll be away, but I'll still put up some like repeat live shows.
Yeah.
Get everybody together. So I know everybody likes to talk while the shows are on. And it's all good, my man. We got a lot of things cooking.
Yep.
Suki and Scott show, looking at different distribution. We got crime shows we're talking about, for God's sakes. Getting even closer, by the way, with the crime show stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of things happening, more discussions today. And listen, we keep rolling along, and every day we get a little something higher. But
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Do you want to finish us off a little something? One last tune?
Yeah.
And then we'll finish it off with Burning Love. You know what's funny? Somebody I noticed under the comments, which are all usually really, there's not even any bad ones anymore. It's a little disappointing. Everybody's very nice. But one guy wrote, why are you listening to this? They're just lip syncing. And I was thinking to myself, is this guy out of his mind?
Yeah,
if he thinks we're lip syncing, that means we must sound really good.
I was gonna say, if I was gonna be lip syncing, I would be.
Right? Wouldn't it be to Elvis?
I would have some music in there, and an orchestra music piped in, and so yeah.
He got pissed off. He gets, they're just lip syncing, and I was gonna, and I'm like, nah, I'll just let him go. Wait, lip syncing? Who are we lip syncing to? Ourselves? But I thought that was very funny. I'm like, that's actually a compliment if someone thinks you're lip syncing.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're lip syncing to Milli Vanilli.
I'll finish up with a little Keith Whitley.
All right.
I know you loved him a long time ago. And even now in my arms, you still want him, I know. But darling, this time, let your memories die. When you hold me tonight, don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once, let yesterday go. And you'll find more love than you'll ever know. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes.
Nice.
Light it up, Scotty.
Nice, nice. Oh, did you hear Baylee hit that Merle Haggard song?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Man,
wow.
that was good. He's really good.
Yeah.
All right, listen, everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to take a little break this week. We'll put on some repeats. We got more guests coming up. March is going to be an insane month. We have some insane guests coming up in March, and we keep on rolling along, baby. Keep on rolling along. Philly Kid, I will speak to you tomorrow. We got some things to talk about.
Sounds good.
A little update. And ladies and gentlemen, we leave you because you know what? Valentine's Day was what? 2 days ago? It was Monday? It's always Valentine's Day on this show, Philly Kid. Here we go, baby.
Oh, yeah, Philly Kid. Little burning love on the Valentines. Come on.
Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising. Oh, higher and higher, it's burning through to my soul. Girl, 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 you're gonna set me on fire. Man, my brain is flaming, I don't know which way to go.
Come on, you know this part.
'Cause your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky, burning love.
Burning love.
Yeah, 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 I feel my temperature rising. Ooh, hell me a flaming, I must be 109.
Woo, that's hot, that's hot.
Burning, 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 and nothing can cool me.
Yeah,
I just might turn into smoke, but I feel fine.
Come on now.
'Cause your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky, burning love.
Burning love. It's a burning love, Philly Kid. Valentine's Day 2022. Who's getting lucky tonight? Somebody getting lucky. Come on.
It's coming closer. The flames are now licking my body. Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away.
Tell him, Philly Kid.
It's hard to breathe. My chest is a heaving.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I'm burning a hole where I lay.
Hit hard now.
'Cause your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky, burning love. Burning love. I'm just a hunk of 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 burning love.
Thank you.